Good evening and welcome again to Motivational Monday with Luann B. How are you doing this evening? I really would love it if some of you would get online live with me. I know you're watching the videos at your leisure, which is great, but it would be so much fun to talk to some people directly. So I know I switched the time on you today back to 5:30 because I'm in the Women's Climbing Series here at Roca. And we have class from 6 to 8 during the climbing series, and I don't want to miss a thing because I'm having so much fun with it. I also owe you an apology from last week if you tried to get on. I missed that evening altogether. My husband had a minor cardiac incident. He's doing fine, so I don't need a bunch of phone calls. I appreciate your love and concern. But he's doing fine, but we were in the hospital last Monday evening, and so I was working on motivating him into a healthier lifestyle to improve this cardiac situation. So anyways, I apologize if anyone showed up and I was missing. But I'm going to be on track with bringing you motivational messages on Monday nights. Watch for the emails so that if the time has to change due to different things, that you're fully aware of that, and appreciate you listening. So I just finished the most amazing B&I leadership training. Now, if you are not a current B&I member, let me explain to you what B&I is. B&I stands for Business Network International, and it is my inspiration every week to support my business. It is the way I market my business. B&I is the world's largest networking organization, and our sole stated purpose is to help our fellow members grow their business by referrals. And our philosophy is givers gain. If you give of yourself to help other people be successful, you will naturally gain in return. You know, if I help you out, you naturally want to help me out in return, and vice versa. So we were training our leadership teams for the next year, and it was just an awesome training. If you are a current B&I member and you've never been to the leadership training, I highly encourage you to get to one, because no matter what role that you hold in the organization, it is valuable information about how a proper meeting can be run so that all members are successful, and you can have a lot of fun with it. I think that was the greatest thing today. We had a lot of fun with it, and showed a lot of the incoming leadership teams how much fun you can have in running that agenda and still help all of our members be successful. In fact, in the end, it helps everybody be more successful, more effective, and fun we have with the fundamentals of operating a B&I chapter. So, and if you've yet to even be a member and you've never heard of it before, by all means, reach out to me. Give me a call. No matter where you are in the world, I can get you hooked up with a chapter, because I think we can all agree that doing business by referral is so much easier than those cold calls. I don't know about you, but that phone is so heavy for me when it comes to cold calls. And so I just don't do them. So without having a network of people to help me do this, I would never grow my business. So my particular chapter, is 45 members strong, which means I have a sales team of 45 people constantly on the lookout for good opportunities for me and connecting me with the people that I am asking for in my weekly presentation on what is a good referral for me. I mean, seriously, independent consultant like myself, though I suspect many of you are, or an independent representative for a company, sales representative, real estate agent, insurance agent, right? You're all looking for clients. And so you'd never be able to pay for a sales team of 45 people on a salary or even on commissions working for you. This gives you that. This gives you a sales team of 45 people working for you, or whatever number is in the particular group. They're not all that big, okay? But they're a team. And I don't know about you, like team sports. You can see I'm wearing my team jacket today. Pretty proud of my Minnesota Vikings and their game yesterday. No one expected them to be able to beat the, who did they play? The Panthers. How soon we forget, right? But what a great win that was yesterday. So proudly sporting my purple today. Of course, I bet you noticed over these calls, I have purple nails. If you run into me in public, I have a purple phone, little purple fanatic. And yes, it's the Minnesota Vikings colors, and that's a piece of it, but it's just always been my favorite color. And purple to me represents passion. And that is what I teach, right? Helping people find their passions. Oh, and before I forget, we have a great opportunity coming up, especially for all my online viewers who are outside of my community here in Rochester, who may live in a different state or a different country. If you love the language I speak of about passion, we are doing an online passion test workshop via Zoom, just like this, where you can come online with us live from your living room. It won't be a recording if you're watching this now. It's not going to be recorded, so you can't watch it later and do it because it's about participation. I don't know if I've mentioned this before, but I can teach you the passion test, and you can even read about it in the book. But you never, ever, ever do the process alone because our logical mind wants to get in the way. And the reality is it's about getting to the heart of the matter. It's about getting to the heart of the matter and helping you to find your top 5 passions, those things that you care most about, that are the most meaningful for you, right? So this is your heart and soul methodology to get to that, so you never, ever do it alone because our logical mind will get in the way. So I've talked about this before, talked about it again real quickly. Compares to the Strength Finder program, if you've ever done that. That finds your top 5 strengths, but it is a test. It is a test that you can take online. You can do it by yourself anytime, and it will spit out your top 5 strengths and give you a descriptive paragraph about what that strength means to you and in your world as it compares those 5 things together. Okay, so that is a test. That's the Strength Finder. Highly encourage it. Thursday night's workshop is the passion test, which is not a test. It is a process. And we're going to teach people the process, help them to identify their top 5 passions, and then give them tools to stay on track with shifting and changing their life to live those full out, right? What would it be like to live every day full of passion, enthusiasm, and enjoy life, right? Enjoy. Be in joy. Not stress, not struggle, not anxiety, not chaos, but be in joy every day. You know, people look at me and they go, you know, you're always happy. You know, how can you always be happy and always be positive? I'm telling you, the passion test has given me the tools that create that in my life. And that is why I teach it to other people. Because I want other people to live in joy, to live in this passionate, exciting, always fun, always happy state of mind. We were put here to live in joy. And we've messed it up and caused our own struggles by the boxes, the constraints we've put on ourselves in society. And you got to come to the workshop to really grasp all of this and get the tools to do things differently. Because you got to retrain your brain. You see, the neural pathways of our brain are running like a little computer. What we've been trained up to this point, which is to live in fear and false beliefs and false concepts and false ideas that aren't really true. Okay? And we're going to retrain the brain to live in the positive, to live in joy, to see the blessings in every day. This takes practice to retrain what you've been living for the last 30, 40, 50, whatever years, however old you are. And it's never too late to do this, and it's never too early to do this if you're listening. But I am inspired by living the passion test philosophies in my life I am energized by that. It is the fuel that keeps me going, and I can teach you how to use those tools as well. So if you're interested, now, one more thought. I got to tell you one more story. This is a great story, right? Okay. So we put ourselves in a box, right? And we do the same thing over and over again, expecting different results. There's a story around they were building a zoo and this beautiful habitat for the polar bear. And in the meantime, what they needed to do to build this habitat for this polar bear is they put the polar bear in I don't remember, I don't want to confine it too much, but like something like a 25 by 25 foot cage while they built the habitat around him. And so the polar bear paced back and forth and back and forth for how many ever days, weeks, months it took them to build that habitat. I forget, probably at least 30, because that's what it takes to create a habit, right? And he paced back and forth. And so when they dropped the walls of the cage and opened him up to this big, beautiful habitat they had created for him, he paced back and forth and back and forth in this 25-foot space, because that's what he'd been trained to do by being in the cage. Okay? That's what's happening to us. We've been trained to live life a certain way, and we're going through that vicious cycle over and over again and expecting different results. And if you want the results to be different, you want to live in a different environment, a different space in your heart, a different energy space of joy and love and passion in every moment, you need to choose to make a change. You need to choose, right? And we'll talk a lot about conscious choice in that training, because that is what it's all about. Consciously choosing the life that I want to live. And so if you're ready to consciously choose in favor of shifting the daily grind you're living today to something more joyful, then you got to be on Thursday night's workshop, okay? Thursday night workshop will start at 6 o'clock Central Time, go to 9 p.m. Central Time. We will get you your top 5 passions. We will give you tools to making a shift in your life and staying on track with that, and you're going to love it, okay? Go to my website, luannb.com. It's now the very first event on the events page. It is named after the Soul Love Fest that we just participated in, because we've made a special offer to people who have attended that festival. And you'll see that on there, but it's open to the public, right? Other people can come and get this gift. It's a gift. It's a gift. So go to the website, register, luannb.com, event calendar, very first one on the event calendar, register for the workshop for Thursday night, and change your life forever for the better. I guarantee it. I guarantee it. Whatever the investment, it's worth it, right? And it's a minimal investment, I promise you that. Minimal investment. Like it's $97. I don't even remember. It's online. You can take it from the comfort of your own home. So you can stay in that little comfort zone and get a huge amount of value. And it's live. Remember, me and my co-trainer are going to be doing this live via Zoom so we can have a conversation with you and get you to participate in finding your top 5 passions. Okay, that was a lot on that. You know, I haven't even gotten to the real subject I thought I wanted to talk about tonight. The drive over here, I hit a little traffic, and I started a little bit late, and I was reminded by a dear friend on a phone call that, you know, Luann, all things in their right time, all things imperfect. I can't change it. I can't change the traffic pattern. If I was going to be late to get this started, well, then I was going to be late, and it's all good. It's all good. So just a reminder, these are some of the things and the philosophies that I talk about when I'm talking to you, and I throw them in there, you know, all things I've learned from the passion process and how to live my life in a space of joy and peace and enthusiasm in every day. And I just want to share it with as many people as I can. So I hope, really hope, that you'll say, it's my time, it's my turn to change my life and shift it And I'm not talking about overnight massive changes in your life. Call it a little spark, right? They call me the little spark. It's a little spark of change. It's going to make a huge impact in your results. Huge. And we're going to guide you through the processes. We're going to guide you through the tools to use. Okay, I'm rambling on about this because that's how much I am passionate about sharing it with other people. I hope you'll be there. So, I did want to talk about one of the things I learned at the Soul Love Fest, which write that down, by the way, the Soul, S-O-U-L, Love Fest, happened for the first time this year in Chicago. Actually, it was outside of Chicago in Oswego, Illinois, suburban Chicago, on a polo farm. Fantastic mind, body, spirit event created by some amazing women in the Chicagoland area. And I know they plan to do it again next year. So mark your calendar for that. Look it up, soullovefest.com, I'm sure. Just Google Soul Love Fest. And knowing that it's in the Chicagoland area, I'm sure you'll find the right thing. And what it is a weekend festival, Saturday and Sunday. And it's all the mind, body, spirit types of methodologies to apply to your life. And these are more tools. They're more tools to live in joy. So they teach yoga and meditation and positive thinking methods. There's Reiki. So they have like a plethora of classes. So let me see if I can describe this to you. I was a vendor and was there promoting the passion test, of course, the love of my life, right? With 3 of my colleagues. And we had a booth, and there were 2 huge circus tents that were full of vendors. But that was probably 50, maybe tops. But a nice mix of people offering essential oils, all natural soaps, fun clothing that represent positive thinking, and energy chakras, people doing medium readings and ancestral clearings, people selling crystals, all the tools that you want to have around you in your life. We were doing oracle card readings. And by the way, one of these nights, if you'll get on live with me, I'd be happy to do free oracle card readings. There's no charge for anything we talk about on Monday nights. So whatever's going on for you, or if you have questions about some of these other methodologies, let me know. Email me and say, hey, Luann, I want to learn more about crystals. And I'll find us a crystal expert and bring them in to share them with you. And I see my camera getting kind of fuzzy, so I think I'm having some trouble with bandwidth, just in case we're getting some skips in here. So anyway, Soul Love Fest. Then they had 5 other tents, big tents. I don't know, 20 by 20, bigger than that. Big tents where they had all these different seminars going on and teachings or yoga classes or going through meditations and learning different types of meditations. And then they had a main stage that they had some entertainers on. Again, all mind, body, spirit related messages for 2 days. It's fantastic. People are walking around with their yoga mats. They didn't have fancy chairs in the tents. People sat on their yoga mats to learn from the teachers or sat on the ground, and there were chairs if you need a chair, so don't worry about that. But it was just so cool to be outside and hanging out with like-minded people that want to live in a world of joy and positivity and feel good every day. And they're using the tools to do that and constantly learning, right? Continuous learning. Always continuous learning. Life's journey is about learning here. Who's this? Who's this? All of these tools out here, all of these messages in the rest of the world are clues to who this person is here. Okay? It's not about learning this. It's not about figuring out the world. It's about figuring out me. I am the world. I am the world, and all of this is being provided as a ginormous tapestry or play to help me figure out here and be in peace and joy. That's all it's asked of us, is to be joy, be love. We are love. We're made up of it. That's all there is. It truly is. But I know you need tools to shift and change. Till Thursday night, remember. All right. So one of the other great tools that I was taught from the Soul Love Fest and that experience, because I'm always learning and picking up new tips, is muscle testing. Okay? Muscle testing literally can show you, it's in the physiology of our body, that when we are negative, speaking negative, doing something negative, right? We change the energy, the strength in our body, right? So if I'm lying to you, someone can muscle test and my arm and it will drop, right? Can't do it to myself. And so no one came to visit me tonight. Otherwise, I could demonstrate on them. But there are 2 methods that you can do yourself, okay? And I'm going to show you right now, okay? 2 methods. And you can test any question, any activity, any decision you're trying to make using your muscles. Fascinating, right? Because they will tell you, because your physiology changes. Listen, when this guy showed this to us, he talked about the word fine. And that most people in this world say, I'm fine, you know. When you go, how you doing? I'm fine. The word fine is really a negative word because we're really not fine. We really need to be great, exuberant, you know. We really need to feel good, okay? When you say the word fine, stands for frustrated, insecure, nervous, and emotional. Got that? Frustrated, insecure, nervous, and emotional. We're just fine. Okay? That's not good enough. That's not good enough. I want to be extraordinary. Do you want to be extraordinary? I want to be extraordinary. I want to live extraordinary, right? And enjoy every day. Okay, so if you're always saying you're fine, you're probably really not. You're really struggling with something inside. You're struggling with where you are in life. You're just covering it up with a fine, okay? So, anyway, so we had this woman say she was fine. Boom, he could push her arm down. When she said she was great, he couldn't push her arm down. All in how we speak to ourselves and how we are. Can you imagine? It's just that simple, being positive. I think I got to promote myself more as a positive mindset coach. What do you think? I like it. I like it. Positive mindset coach that is a divine dynamic spiritual teacher. These are my words for me. Okay? So, the test. 2 ways I can show you easily that you can do yourself muscle testing. Okay? One is as simple as putting your index finger and your thumb together on each hand, and you're going to link them. Okay? You're going to link them together like that. Can you see that? You're linking together like that. And then you're going to say yes and try and pull them apart. Yes, and try and pull them apart. And you can't pull them apart. And if you say no, it pulls apart. It's quite amazing. No, I can pull them apart easily. You're going to think I'm nuts. You're going to have to practice this, right? I even thought, I feel like it's coming from my mind. Well, it kind of is. Because you're thinking these things in your mind, either positive or negative, right? Right? So you can ask your body a question, should I drink more water? Yes. Wow. Should I drink caffeine? No. No caffeine for me, right? Your answer might be different, but that's true for me, okay? One easy muscle testing, linking our fingers together. And the more times that you do this and get the answers and follow those answers, the more faith you're going to have that it's the right thing and that this works. So practice it. Okay, that's one. The second one is putting your baby finger and your thumb together and your forefinger and thumb on the other hand, and you try and separate them, okay? You see that? So if I say yes, 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 I can't separate them. If I say no, oh my gosh, no, and that's the easy way to test yes or no, and then ask the questions, okay? So here, we'll do a real live one. Is it time for me to go climb the wall? Ooh, it's time for me to go climb the wall. Should I stay off the wall this evening? Do I need to stay off the wall this evening? Nope, I don't. Okay? Make sense? Really cool little tools. It can help you in deciding what foods are right for you, what oils are right for you, asking the right questions, right? Is this medication serving me? Now, I want you to go off your medications without talking to a doctor, but you see what I'm saying? Like my husband just got a new medication from his little heart incident, and he's getting headaches all the time, and we're thinking it's medicine. And so he's going to go talk to his doctor about it. Based on muscle testing, this medicine is not the right medicine for him, and it should be something else. So might need a different medicine from the doctor, okay? But these are simple tactics, tools that you can use to help with any decision you're trying to make, anything you're struggling with, which reminds me, right? I got to say this out loud to the universe. So you might have seen on my Facebook post that I have found a retreat center that is up for sale that I so want to buy. It's only an hour from my house. And I could be doing all the things I want to do in a retreat center and not uproot my husband from his job and have a fabulous retreat center. It would be outrageously amazing. So I muscle tested on it. Is this retreat center for me? Is this retreat center meant for me? It is totally meant for me. And so I'm going for it. I don't know how I'm going to get there, right? We talk about that in the passion test. I have no idea how I'm going to buy this retreat center, but I know it's for me. I know it deep in my soul. I know it's for me, and I'm going after it with everything I've got. I'm going to do the research. I'm going to find investors. I'm going to get a retreat center, and then I'm going to invite you all to come and enjoy this amazing spiritual place and create my own little soul love fest location on this planet and share it with all of you. So it's time for me to go climb the wall and see what's going on out there. And I really hope that one night you'll join me here at Roca if you're a Rochester resident or the surrounding communities. Women on the Wall is Monday nights, and the Women's Climbing Series is not every Monday night. Women on the Wall is, but the climbing series where we're learning has a schedule and is available on climbroca.com, which was also in the link of the invitation I sent out for a night. And it's partner night, so I'm hoping someone shows up to be my partner this evening. I got a fly flying around me. And so I'm going to go find me a partner and climb the wall. This is really an empowering experience to know at my age I still have the ability to climb the wall. And it's lifting all women to climb the wall. So, and actually men are welcome to anytime. The gym is fabulous. Visit climbroca.com. Remember to register for Thursday night's online passion test workshop. And I'll see you then. We're back here next Monday night for another Motivational Monday to pick up your spirits for the entire week. Much love. Have a fabulous week.